All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 601. I'm your host, Cheapy here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by the man who's the original freeloader, Wombat.
I am still original. Still a freeloader. I don't know.
OGF.
OGF, that's me. That's a thing.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Shipwreck, who is a minnow, perhaps?
I'm an anti-freeloader. I don't even load those free games up.
He's got a point.
So welcome to the show, everybody. I feel like I might throw up or pass out at any time. So
exciting.
Yeah, it adds an extra dimension to the show. But I have some things that I want to talk about, and Mrs. Cheapy's out, so this isn't. I feel like I could sit at a computer and talk, even if
I'm there with you. I also was not feeling great this evening, so I'm like, I can't go to sleep feeling the way I feel.
And you're not gonna do manual labor here or anything while you're sitting here. It's just sitting and talking.
I felt a little bad because my son wanted to have a Nerf gun fight in the house, right. And after 10 minutes, I'm like, I can't do this right now.
Right. I have to rest up from my big show.
Exactly.
And I don't feel that well.
Exactly.
And you have broken toes.
And I have two. Well, one toe doesn't want to bend anymore, so I'm pretty sure that one's broken. The other toe just got really, really purple.
What did you hit your toes in?
Okay. So picture a shower with glass doors.
Okay, got it.
And
most showers.
Yep, and they're on the there's the metal guide rail on the top and the bottom. They keep the glass doors in place. So when
it's a sliding glass door.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I stepped out of my shower, I misjudged where the guide rail was, I guess, and my foot just went right into the metal bar.
The bottom one.
Yes, not the top one. That would have been very impressive.
I think we have the opposite problem here, Shipwreck. He's not clearing it. He can't get over the lowest part.
Literally, basically, I'm too short to get out of my own shower.
It's a lot of effort to lift that leg up.
It is. And I just smacked the two toes really hard.
Yikes.
How long did you hop around on 1 foot naked?
There was definitely the initial scream, the walking into the bedroom, the just kind of laying on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you made it to the bed. You weren't laying on the ground.
That's cool.
No, it was.
Okay.
I made it to the bed. It was the laying on the bed. It didn't get bright purple right away.
Right.
So I got dried off and I got dressed thinking, it'll be fine in 5 minutes. You know, that old chestnut. And then I still managed to take my entire family and one of my daughter's friends to the mall and walk around the mall.
What?
Yeah. Oh, no, I never said I was very smart.
What were the curse words that you went with right after you hit your foot?
Probably there was some significant F-bombs dropped.
Oh, nothing too creative?
Nothing too creative. Okay. And then after that, we came home for we were going to just do a pit stop at home and then go out because Elliot needs new sneakers. And I'm like, well, let me just, because my feet, I'm like, my toes still hurt. Let me just see what they look like.
Make sure I have them all.
And I took my shoe and my sock off, and it did. It looked like two, those long grapes?
Those are good.
Those dark black kind of long grapes? Yeah, they are very good. That's what my toes looked like. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere for the remainder of this day. And, I got an ice pack, and then, I'm fine. I just have a broken toe.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
That's my fun story.
That's not helping me feel better. It's making me feel more nauseous, actually.
Well, the day before, I went to a sunflower maze, and that was lovely.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's the sunflower maze is part of the North Fork Potato Chip Company. And they use the oil from the sunflowers to make the potato chips.
Great.
Mm-hmm. So I got some good potato chips, too. I got to see pretty flowers and potato chips.
It's a win-win.
That is a win-win. Tell me how that isn't a win-win.
I can't.
I think a potato maze would be easier.
Yeah, potato maze would definitely be easier. It's like, oh yeah, we grow the potatoes over there, and that's like the flat nothing field. And then there's the acres of sunflowers.
Right. Do you think maybe I overdid it at Orange Theory, and that's why it's either an old.
You had Orange Theory today, and now you're feeling sick?
I went today. Yeah. Also, I went Monday and I went today, which is Wednesday, and I played table tennis yesterday. But I also had an old calzone today for dinner.
That might have something to do with it.
Well, I froze
What's
it
an
right
old
after.
calzone consist of?
I was it was a leftover calzone. I froze it immediately when I didn't eat it the first time.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I have never thought about freezing.
How old was
calzone.
the calzone?
See, the problem was there's two different calzones in the freezer from two different trips.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to say. I don't think a calzone is going to make you feel like you have like feverish though, like in your head.
I
I had a
mean,
calzone for dinner.
You did?
Honestly, I'm feeling like I think I feel the way I do because I had too much dairy today, and it was very hot and humid out. And dairy and humidity combined can make you feel sick.
Sure.
I don't know.
So yes, it could very well be the calzone because calzones are like
Gross.
gross.
My new calzone was
I
fantastic.
know this was good too. It can't be that. It was too soon actually because I just ate
I
it.
didn't say calzones tasted bad, but they're gross.
What's so gross about a calzone?
The cheese gets too globby inside, I find.
No, well, you have to. I'll take you to a good spot, Wombat, but you might get sick.
Okay.
Good Ohio calzone.
No. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just like I'm an athlete now, and I have to be prepared to feel like how these athletes
okay, I
feel.
see.
They feel when they overdo it, their body just can't cope, and they have to suffer the consequences. Does that sound familiar, Ship?
Yeah,
I thought you were talking to me.
I've heard that before.
Have you heard about that?
Uh-huh.
You heard about my big victory on the rowing machine?
I did.
That was pretty good, right?
I guess. I have no context for rowing, but I saw you at the top of the leaderboard.
They had it's a 500-meter row test.
What they didn't tell you is that everyone else in the class only had one arm.
No. There is a woman who's missing a hand, and she wasn't in that class that day, but who I've seen her work out there, and she seems to do just fine.
I actually know someone who's missing a hand that lives near you. I wonder if it's the same person.
Maybe. Anyway, the point is, forget about her. The point is that I had the second best score in the whole class, in the whole gym. So that was pretty good. I mean, two people tied for the first place, but I could still say I had the second best score. But the first best in people over.
No, that's not how that works.
I can't say I have the second best time.
No, you don't.
Doesn't count.
You don't get the silver medal if there's two people who are tied for gold.
How does
You get
that
the
work?
Bronze medal. You get the bronze.
So they get, what are they? They both get gold?
I'm sure there was a split second there, or they both share the gold.
No,
You get the
they were
bronze.
both the same. The minute 18. They both had a minute 18.
Yeah, they both get golds, and you get the
and
bronze.
I had a minute 20, and I get bronze. Okay. That's fair.
Right.
That's fine.
There's nothing wrong with bronze. You just don't get to vault up to second place when there's two people.
Okay.
ahead.
I wasn't, I've never been here before, so I don't know how this works. Yeah. So I got a minute 20. I said that already, but I was very happy with it. But I also thought I was going to die immediately after finishing it. And then there was the entire class to do afterwards. But I persisted and persevered. And that's why I sort of like Orange Theory, because I never feel like I could do it. And then I do it. And I'm like, oh, shit. I am Dirk Diggler. You know what I'm saying?
So has this gotten you any more interested in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
0.0% more interested.
Oh, see, that game looks interesting to me, but that's neither here nor there.
No.
Just because they have the retro stuff in it now?
Yeah, it looks silly. I don't think I would actually buy it, but it, doesn't mean
It definitely has more appeal now
Yeah.
when they've done that.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, okay, you got us.
Mhm.
No. It hasn't made
But
me
not
more
Cheapy.
interested in watching people row either. I haven't been looking through ESPN to see what the latest rowing events are. But I do follow a guy on Instagram who is really good at rowing. He's 6'8", and he works at Orange Theory, and he gives a lot of rowing tips. So shout out to @TrainingTall, because that helped. You know what I'm saying, Wombat? If you need any rowing tips, Wombat, you should hit him up.
I will do that.
Maybe you need training short.
Well, we are going to re-up for the first time in a long time. We decided today to re-up our JCC membership. That has a gym with a personal trainer.
Yeah, but you're
So-
never going to do that.
I'm just saying it's a thing that
It
exists.
is.
It is a room that he has walked past.
I don't know.
That I am paying for.
I feel like Orange Theory is good for people like us who are not really motivated to do this type of thing and who would otherwise, as soon as they walk into a gym, are always looking for the quickest excuse to get out of there, which I'm guilty of.
Wombat's on the IR.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right now,
Yeah.
yes. Currently, yes. I'm not doing much
It's
of anything.
bad. That's bad, though. That's going to be even worse.
I don't know. What do you want from me? I didn't break my toe on purpose. Or
Prove
did
it.
I?
I feel like I've been putting a lot of pressure on you with this Orange Theory stuff, and you just think, maybe I'll just break my toe.
It's just a matter. The problem for me is time. I just don't have time.
It's 2 hours a week. If you could
Exercise on the train.
2 hours a week,
Yeah,
it will change.
It's like he said. It's like he doesn't get. I'm
I know,
literally
I
out
know.
of my
I'm
house
just saying.
before 7 and not home. I'm out of my house before 7 a.m. and I don't get home until after 7 p.m.
Okay, but they have classes
and
after
that's
that.
a long day.
It's a very long day. They have classes before and after, and on the weekend. If you could find 2 times a week, you would really surprise yourself. I think what you're capable of. That's all I'm going to say.
What if you just took a Peloton with you on the train each day?
Forget the train. Just ride a bike into Manhattan.
I need one of those steppers to put underneath the train seats. They should have there.
They don't have these cars yet on these trains?
I know, right? They
The
should have
exercise
step cars.
car?
They barely have seats, Shep. The train barely leaves the station, as you can attest
Right.
to.
One out of the 2 trains I tried to use when I was in town worked.
That is a
You know
fact.
what we're dealing with here with Long Island Railroad. We can't be looking for amenities. They don't even have garbage cans on the train. It's like you can't expect really much. You have a toilet and chairs and lights.
It is weird that there's no place to throw out garbage on the train. I never even thought of that until just now.
Well, living in Japan for 9 years and seeing what really clean trains look like and well-operated trains look like, you can see what it takes to make that happen. And one of the things is
Yeah, but I'm very curious. How many people ride the Long Island Railroad in a day compared to the Japanese transit
A
system
lot.
that you rode on?
a lot. It's just about that. It's that they do certain things like they have garbage can on trains. They have people whose job it is to clean the trains at certain points. The train stops at a station. People
They don't spend $2 billion on unnecessary overtime a year, I'm sure.
probably
also.
that as well. And what was the other thing I was going to say? I mean, those are the two main. When you have people who are job it is to clean the trains up, you have garbage cans on the train. Oh, and also the trains stop running at a certain time. There's certain times where the trains just do not run, so more cleaning can be done, like in the stations and stuff. So those 3 things contribute to really nice, clean trains in Japan. So if Long Island Railroad could just copy that, but without the shutting the trains down early in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. The shutdown thing is not that won't fly.
Right.
People will be like, "I'll stick with the dirt.
Right.
Just get me home."
Right. But certainly you could have people whose job it is to clean the trains at certain points during the day. Anyway,